glad we resolved all contract issues. Niggas is listening to this. They're definitely like, wait a second, you niggas is late. Where you niggas been? Sorry for the N-word if you're if that bothers you. This may be the wrong pod for you. All right, how we gonna start this pod?
Your clip was popping. Niggas was feeling what you was saying. Yeah, when you recorded without me.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that? It took me 4 or 5 times to do that. The first time I did it, it sounded good, but I was sounding when you're recording by yourself, you sound bored, you know, because you start off on a high note and then you keep going, then it's just like, and then by the time you get to the end, you be like, did that sound this boring the whole time? But, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold people. I was talking to 2 people actually directly.
I already know one.
You do, and it was not you. Even though
it was talking to me.
Nah, I was talking to 2 people, and then the rest just turned into me looking at it and saying, yo, I want to really create something, you know, we can have steps to creating a good photography business. I was funny enough, I'm in this photography group. Shout out to Build and Bloom. Jessica, I know one day when I get big enough, Jessica, and you realize like I'm somebody important, you're going to kick me the fuck out of your group. But I was in Build and Bloom, and funny enough, I'm in there, and there is this scenario. I gotta find this shit. This shit is so good. It was a young lady who was white. I have to state that because I don't think black people think this way. Honestly, I think this young lady was speaking from a level of privilege, and I have to say it like that. And I don't mean that in a racial way. I just think that she's probably gone a great deal of her life with so much privilege that she really said, hey, I don't know why this is an issue. So for those that I know, I'm in Build and Bloom by Jessica. I'm actually trying to stall right now until I find the issue. But this young lady, the gist of her thing was, hey, I'm in a group and her boss hired her. I don't know if I recommend ever taking pictures of your boss. But all right, here you go. This is the thing. Y'all sit with me because it's kind of long, but it's all good, right? She said, hey, I have a situation. Shout out to Haley. Hey, I have a situation. I need a bit of advice. In March, I photographed an Easter celebration for a 70th birthday. I charged $200 for our hourly rate. And for the Easter celebration, I did nothing but the birthday. I don't know what none of that means. I'm not cleaning up her English because it's not important. But the client bought me several things for the photo booth that I was doing, about $200 worth. Also, the woman is my boss. She ordered a book for each event, which is $100 each. The total she has spent with me is $600-ish so far. I have some issues getting the books to her. I most definitely know it's my fault, and she no longer wants the books. I haven't even ordered the books. I've done a bad thing. That's literally how she wrote. And there was no commas or periods for none of this, by the way. She said now she wants a USB with all the photos and extras for her friends and family. I have made this mistake, but I feel like, this is the privilege speaking, I should just give her the USB. I don't mind, but I don't mind giving her a discount on it. We get to that then. She said, but I don't want to give her other USBs to give to everybody for nothing. I thought about charging her. Key, this is a USB of pictures, right? She said, and I know because I already know what Key about to do. So to give everybody a quick recap, she photographed 2 events for her boss. She has delivered the pictures, but her boss ordered images. She has failed to order the books for her boss. Mind you, at the time of all of this, it's July. These events happened in March. Her boss is now requesting just a USB of the pictures. She said, I am thinking about charging her $500 for the first USB and $200 for each USB after that. I don't mind taking the $200 off that she spent for the books, so it'll make her first USB now $300 and $200 for each one. Should I just eat it? Damn it, this English is bad. It should, that's her words, not mine. I just eat it, that's her words, not mine, and never make this mistake again. I just want to make this right, but I don't want to screw myself. What should you do? I was the only person who put the laughing emoji on this shit. To me, Shorty spoke from a line of privilege. Now, before we dissect all this, I bring this all the way back because going back to my purpose video, right? Mm-hmm. My thing is sometimes with purpose, Or, you know, I want to create a 10-part series. Screw the purpose part right now. But I want to create a 10-part series because I believe people like this lower the value of photography every time they do a gig. Bad business will lower your business industry. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, Target is dope, right? But you know why Target is dope? Because Walmart sucks. You know what I'm saying? Forget, like, even... Let's say Target and Walmart sold the same exact thing for the same exact price. Where would you go?
Oh, Target, most definitely.
Absolutely. It's because Walmart is that bad. You know what I'm saying? Even if Walmart decides, hey, today we're going to sell everything that Target has, everybody in their right mind is pretty much going to say, hey, I'm still going to Target. The customer service is better. It looks cleaner. You can actually fucking see when you go in there. I'm a big place about going places where I can see.
And they have a lot of the registers open.
They have, you know, absolutely. Walmart only has one, and it's crazy. But the thing is, I look at this young lady, and if we're going to break this down, I told young lady, she asked what she should do. I told her, my comment was, you should keep photography as a hobby. To me, it's that simple. You should not do this as a business anymore. You should be a hobbyist, should be a hobbyer. Hobby lobby. This is bullshit. Like, I read this, and I go, yo, you really... didn't even in March, and you asking us in July, what should you do because you have not delivered what you promised?
Wait, so she didn't give them the books?
No, she hasn't even ordered the books. You know what that means? She forgot. It means two things happen. I'm going to give everybody a little, and my photographers that's listening, y'all laughing right now because y'all know exactly what happened. She forgot the books, but she also spent the money on the books. For the books, the $200 that this lady paid for her to buy the books, she spent the money. So she's probably...
so she already got her money.
Yeah, this girl spent her money. This lady said, here's $200 for these 2 books. This girl went to fucking Target probably and bought some shit. She totally forgot to order the books. And what she probably happened was, hey, on my next gig, I just take that money and buy the books then. And that next gig never happened. Or it wasn't enough. And you stacking it. And then next thing you know, you turn around and you frantic. So, yeah. Anyway, so to zoom out his way this back, Haley, you don't be a photographer anymore. Stop. I'm going to ask you to stop until you're ready. And so part of my video was for her because I was thinking about it. I'm like, yo, we really got to know how to do good business. Every time our friend groups go somewhere, we talk about, all right, we come back here because the business sucked. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go places and you like, damn, was the service cool? Sometimes your service don't have to be on top, but it do got to be on par.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bar. Tommy Lauren. I mean, not Tommy Lauren. With her. Fuck her. Never mind. That's all I want to say. All right. You ready? You ready to get this pod start? I ain't even got a fucking song. Motherfucker, man. Oh, yeah, I do.
Don't play no more snow.
Oh, that's my baby, though. Hold on. All right. Here we go.
This thing is still trying to find my face.
It's always going to find your face. For those who don't know, I have the eye tracker on key, so she doesn't know that this thing is looking for her eye the whole time. Okay. They're going to see that in the video. If you don't know, shut up. RP to my guy, Pop Smoke. First off, let's do it like this. Feel like jello. I got a question. I got a question for you after this.
Is her ass feel like jello?
Look, you can always win with a song with Kia Chris Brown on it. We are going back to that like
they. And did y'all see the recent pictures that was posted of him? He's looking like a whole motherfucking snack.
Did you hear this nasty ass nigga listen to this shit? Chris Brown, stop being nasty. Nothing is worse than like when girls start telling you what dudes have the biggest, slong. And then you as a man, you're just like, okay. Well, if you saw that, I don't have that.
Everybody seen that picture though.
Yeah, my wife came upstairs.
Yeah.
Did you see? I don't need to see it. And you know what I got.
gotta keep on.
I'm letting y'all get this off. One second.
He seemed like he would be a good.
Lay?
Yeah.
Some people sound like that. Some people look like that. Hold on.
He knows chains on.
DJ or David Johnson?
Who is it?
DJ. It just said it on the thing. Hold on. DJ, I'm on the pod right now, so anything you say can and will be used against you.
In a court of law.
Bro, I'm in Charlotte, bro. Why I'm not there?
Bruh, shut up.
Come on.
I should have been on there, bro.
I'm gonna hit you back up after I get done with this, all right?
Hey, bro, bring me on, bro. I got something to say to Lil Nas X, bro.
We already know what's going on. Let's go. You don't like that? When we was younger and we used to be like, yeah, I'm freaky, and then you meet the person that show you that you ain't freaky.
I still am young.
I would bleep out the girl name who showed me that I didn't know what the hell I was talking about, but she is a whore at this moment.
You don't
Okay.
want playing all these nasty songs.
I'm getting almost to that point. I don't have time. I got pictures to edit. I got places to be.
Gavin, you don't need to be telling the people that.
And I got a PS5. We don't have time. How long did this is all right, let's get this quicker. I gotta go play my game.
I'm about to punch him in the throat.
I gotta play my game.
Fuck your game.
All right. Hold on. I want to welcome everybody to the Paid and Exposure podcast. We do got some exciting news coming soon. We can't share it, legal reasons, allegedly. We got an interesting show, and if you saw me in that Boudoir group, it's all good. It's going down.
Do it all.
You better give it to us.
That you shouldn't be able to do that.
Nobody should be able to do that.
And
I don't care how thick that goddamn straw is. You should not be able to be sucking no goddamn watermelon.
I had a young lady
a straw.
tell me as a child, I can get a golf ball through a water hose, a small water hose. And I said, I never want to talk to you ever again in my life. She was a slore.
You said as a child. That sound real.
Well, not as a child.
Predatory
I was in high school, and I was like, I wasn't even having sex. Don't take my innocence away.
The Paid and Exposure podcast.
Let's get it.
A podcast about
Shout out to Henry. Shout out to Tommy. Shout out to
Key, because you know I'm the best. AKA Key No.
and Charlotte photographer Gavin B.
We unscripted. We keeping it real. Let's get it.
Wrap it up.
I gave myself hand. Shut up.
Wait, so I can't pay an exposure?
Key is finally back. You absolutely cannot. Shout out to everybody that hit us up saying, yo, what's up with the pod? Shout out to Tommy Brook. Shout out to Henry. Shout out to everybody that's been listening. We got an interesting show today because we got some shit to get off our chest. We as in me.
Right.
First, before we do that, where the hell have you been?
What you mean? I've been here.
You wasn't here last week.
What was last week?
Yeah, what happened last week? Why couldn't you come? I don't know. Anyway, this podcast
That was you.
No, remember? Well, yeah. Okay. We'll talk about that. Thursday I had a wedding, but
Yeah.
Wednesday something happened that we couldn't do it. But either way, whatever. We back now. I know it's Saturday and I know y'all listening. So, you know, I've always been testing this theory. Should we start moving the podcast to Friday and dropping on Saturday? Or still recording Thursday and dropping on Saturday? Because it seemed like for the last couple of weeks, shit be happening right after the pod. or it happens
Yeah.
Friday. But nothing ain't really happened. So I'm like, somebody gonna shoot this theory to whatever. If you don't know, I am your host, Gavin, aka Coke, aka whatever you want to call me. I'm a Charlotte photographer. I know a lot of y'all are gonna start coming here soon and don't know who the hell we are, but I am a Charlotte photographer. I have been shooting since 2009, allegedly. I was trashing. I was trash all the way up to 2000, probably about 13 or 14. So
Y'all should see the pictures.
yeah, them shits is horrible. One day I'm gonna post like my worst picture. Sorry, it's gonna be of you.
Because it is bad, but don't post me.
Yeah, it's gonna be of Key. This how bad it was. I'm gonna tell everybody how bad this picture is. I took a picture of Key. Key took a picture of me, and I was taking photos at the time. Key was not. The photos look exactly the same. That should let you know how bad it is. I'm gonna post one day. We do need to post that.
Funny because it's true.
Absolutely. Them pictures are shitty, man. Anyway, and this is my co-host, my host, the person who runs this show, who, if she doesn't show, then we don't have a pod. Henry gonna hit my ass up and was like, yo, I don't want this short ass shit. Where Key at?
I seen that post too. You was like, the main host. Don't say that. I'm not the main host.
Anyway, this is Key. She is Inspirade through and through.
Trying to be.
Please be. Please be that.
I'm trying.
We got an interesting topic. Before we get started,
My phone locked.
for those who not know, I have been relieved of yet another photo group. Shout out to Alex Loveland Boudoir Group. Y'all have officially kicked your boy out the group, and it is what it is at this point. You know what I'm saying? To give everybody a heads up, the group is bullshit. I'm gonna call it how I see it. I have learned that, you know, as a child, my mom told me I talk too much, or I talked a lot. She definitely told me I talk too much, but she started with, you talk a lot, and then it turned into, and you know, I used to run from that. However, now I'm in this point in my life where it's like I realize I do talk a lot. I love to talk so fucking much that I went and got a podcast. I love to talk so much that this is my third podcast. The first two didn't work, and I said, oh, I'm gonna try another one because I'm gonna keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? Then I got a YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny that, like, where I'm at in my life. But I joined this group because I'm in another group. I was in, actually, who started this was Jessica. Let me see if it's some more bad news. Oh, no. I was in a, yeah. To anybody listening, if you ever do a baby shower, don't do it. Just don't.
Poor little tink tink.
So what happened was I'm in Jessica's Build and Bloom group, and I'm in this group, and this young lady is talking about Boudoir, and she's saying, hey, we're talking about being educated and why you should invest in education. So I took it upon myself. One girl said, yo, y'all should check out Alex Loveland Boudoir group. Keep that in mind because it's bullshit. So I said, cool, bet. I'm going to check them out. Join the group. Now, mind you, I'm in so many Facebook groups that I don't even see. I just see posts that come on my news feeds. They don't say, hey, here's your group in bold letters. It's just like, yo, here's a group. Yeah. So I see a group post, and Key is going to read off some of the threads. So to give everybody a heads up, the main post was, let me read the first thing, because then I'll be able to tell y'all what the main post was. Sorry if it
we seem a little unprepared, but we're really not. We just gotta pull it up.
Yeah, we ain't did this in about 3 weeks now, so y'all gotta mind your business. Mind your business. So I guess, okay, so let me give y'all a heads up. Alex has ebooks that you can buy to learn and enhance your boudoir photography that she says you can use for any photography. These ebooks, it's like 8 of them. These ebooks are $600 a piece, just to give everybody a heads up. So that's why I personally, so the young lady who's starting off the text, the thing, and make sure you say the people's name. You could just say their first name.
Oh, I will. I'm say all their name.
Okay. But the reason why, because the first lady that writes says, she basically asks, she says, hey, I wonder, when should I invest? Or should I invest? So to give everybody a heads up, some of her ebooks is The Ultimate Pricing Guide for Photographers. It's $5.99. Photo shoot, email. She wants to tell you how to do a phone script. She's selling that for $350. The Ultimate Guide for Starting and Growing Your Facebook Client Group, $500, $5.99. Get more clients and more money, $5.99. Telling people how to pose, $5.99. It's a Black Friday guide on here that don't say shit, and it's $5.99. Posing for couples, $5.99. And then she got a astrological marketing calendar. She's selling that shit for $5.99. Y'all gonna stop believing about these stars and moons and shit and just start listening to God. But go ahead.
Some people feel like it's kind of related, but some people do be doing the extra.
I don't want. Look, I remember one girl. We trying to date. When is your sign? I said I don't know.
Yeah, I hate when people do that.
She was like, "You don't know your sign?" I said, "I was born April 25th. What you got?"
Because I feel like sometimes when they ask that question, it's like, "Are you trying to? Can you just try to get to know me first?"
Yeah. Can you just look? I don't even know if your feet pretty. Don't be asking me about my sign.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
All right, so to start the drama for your mama in a llama.
Oh my gosh. I hate you.
Okay, this girl named Jessie says, same question, but from someone who only wants to do this part. And I'm assuming that part is...
Part-time.
Oh. Reading is fundamental, kids. I forgot a part. She wants to only do this part-time, right? So she asked that question. Alex Loveland, yeah, I said it, says there are no prerequisites. You can start anytime, and you can do one shoot a week and make more. I just really analyzed it. You can do one shoot a week and make more than $200,000 a year. So jump in.
Key, right now, if you knew that you could make over $200K doing photography.
Oh, I'm quitting my job.
Thank you. Go ahead, continue. Just to get right heads up, Alex Loveland Boudoir said, if you buy her $600 guide, you are going to make over $200K in 1 year. Continue.
Yeah. But she said that based off of one shoot a week.
Continue.
So how much? Okay, I'm
just keep going.
You know, I'll be getting distracted.
Come on.
So Gavin says to Alex, we throw out these random numbers. Do we actually know someone who's achieving these numbers?
I'm only gonna do one.
Do that
Nah, only when I speak.
And then the girl Alex responds, these numbers aren't random, so yes.
Okay. That's a good shot back.
Where's the next one?
Just scroll. I mean, roll with your finger. Swipe.
I know, but
Key is in the text.
I know, but it don't seem right. I'm doing this right.
Yes. The next one is from Alex. She's first. Alex says she was responding to me. She said one shoot.
Okay, I got it. I found it. I just want to make sure. That wasn't the next one on my scroll though.
Oh yeah, it might have came in weird.
Yeah, so then Alex responds back to Gavin and she says one shoot per week at 52 weeks a year is only an average sale of
only
$3,846.15. Remember that. This gives you a gross revenue of $200,000. Plenty of us in here have average sales higher than that, myself included.
Bullshit meter.
So then Gavin says, so you know someone who shoots once a week, averaging $4,000 per shoot. Tag them. We need to interview that person.
Thank you for correcting my girl.
You didn't have to let nobody know.
It's all good.
So then the girl Jessie responds to the girl Alex and says, can you give me the link to the site so I can see how to budget for some guides?
Cool.
Okay, you want me to keep going? You want me to
go ahead.
Okay. Then she says, the girl Alex, Loveland, says, hi. She's replying to Gavin. Hi, you can interview me.
And mind you, people are laughing at her comment. They're like, not laughing, but they're liking it,
There are laughing emojis.
Yeah, because they're laughing because she's like, yeah, you can interview me. Go ahead.
So then the girl Jessie replies to Gavin and she says,
Shout out to Jessie.
I've seen a few people talking about selling packages for $5,600 each and
Bullshit.
talking about being booked through the end of the year.
Okay.
What's she doing, a wedding?
No, they talking about boudoir.
That is true. I mean, that's why I'm wondering. Like, this don't make sense. Who paying $5,600? Okay, my bad. And then Kevin replies back to Alex and says, just shot you a DM. I would love to know how you made $200K during the pandemic or the years before. Mm-hmm. And then the girl Alex responds to Jessie. She says, they definitely are hard to find. And she says, Gavin, may I recommend the announcements and post topics if you're interested?
Yeah, I don't know what she said. I think she was just saying interested in. All right, so before we get there, before we go to the next part, to give y'all a heads up, I'm in this group. Alex says, a girl wants to know, should I do this part-time? Alex says, yes, you should definitely go ahead and invest. People are making $200,000 a year, and they're only doing this one time a week. Cool, bet. Obviously I don't believe it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't believe this shit. I go, and that's fair for me to be skeptical that I'm joining a group and somebody is saying, hey, I have $600 guides, and if you buy one, you're gonna make well into six figures, right? Which technically I think will put you in the 1%. I think we need to get that clear. I forgot what classifies you as a 1% in this world, but I'm pretty sure almost $250,000 put you there. So she says that, and she goes to me and says, hey, if you do one shoot per year, and if you average 39, and somebody follows up and say, hey, some people say they're making 56 in here, you can do it. Cool. Bet, I hear you. We good. We on point of it. Now, I say I want to interview somebody. I want to interview this person. Alex says, hey, being snarky or whatever the fucking word is. She goes, yo, you can interview me. I said, cool. I'm shooting you. I said to her, I shot you a DM. I had not yet sent her a DM, and she knew that shit. But that's something else totally different. To give people a heads up before we go to the next shit, I was tagged in 2 other posts from Alex where she says, yo, she's tagging me on the rules that says, hey, do not interview nobody. Do not DM nobody unless they give you written permission. I don't know how the fuck. I guess I'm supposed to ask you, do you mind if I DM you? And you say, yeah. But if you tell me, yo, you can interview me, and how else am I going to, do I need to go, hey, right, is it okay if I DM you to set it up or to get more information? And mind y'all, my DM to her was like, hey, thank you so much. I definitely have this podcast. I definitely would like to call you so you can kind of talk to people. And I said to her, yo, I don't even want this. I was about to call it a B word. I don't even want this motherfucker to come in and say, yo, this is what this nigga said. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to even give it to y'all even more real. What the fuck did I say to her? I wrote to her verbatim, hey, I'm over the Paid in Exposure Photography Podcast, hand clap first. And I would love to interview you and discuss how photographers are making $1,200 a year with your techniques. I believe it can help increase your educational sales plus enhance the group. Let me tell you why I said that to her. I extended an olive branch because I know I have mostly a black and brown platform. Shout out to Mindy, my homie. She's an ally, right? But mostly it's the black and brown platform. Mm-hmm. I didn't see a lot of black and brown people in there. Obviously. Besides the end, right? And I say that to say, I believe bringing in black and brown people, black people, I don't know if people caught on to it yet, especially black people. Brown people do a great job within their community doing this. Black people just blast the shit all over Twitter and make shit popping on Facebook and all that shit. They'll do some self-promotion for your ass and you don't have to even breathe. We will really self-promote some other people's shit. And that's something our community is struggling with promoting our own and really getting our own popping. But look, Popeyes ain't black. That chicken sandwich is still selling out. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll make your shit pop. You know what I'm saying? We good for that. So I wrote that. She let me know in several other message threads within her group that, yo, you can't DM people. I said, cool. That's it. Now you can start back up with the rest of the conversation.
Then the girl Alex says, don't DM people in this group without asking them first. It's against group rules. I put all of my knowledge into my guides. That's where she getting her money from. And then idiots is, I'm gonna be quiet.
Key just stealing what the fuck I got to say.
I'm sorry.
But go ahead, Key.
I put all my knowledge into my guides. If you search my name in here and read previous posts, you'll find plenty of info. You can also, this wire is messing with my mouth. You can also read how many others made 200 plus during the pandemic under announcements and post topics. Then the girl Jessie was like, well, I guess it depends on how many days a week you're open for shooting. 52 days out of 365 seems more realistic. So maybe they shoot all week. They got to. All week, 24 hours in a day. Sorry.
Niggas just lie, but go ahead.
And then
She wrote me. She just starts. Alex starts back off on my name.
yeah, she says you didn't say you would. Is that where you at?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said you didn't say that you would DM me. You said you did DM me. Tagged you in the post from the other day that you might have missed.
Duh, because I just got in your fucking group.
And then she sent the girl Jessie a link.
Yeah, we don't care about that shit. Fuck her.
Oh yeah, shit. That's it. And then Gavin goes, after pressure, you just told me on a separate post you can't be interviewed or unwilling to be interviewed. I'm so confused right now.
So what happened was she wrote me, like I said on another post, said, hey, I'm not willing to be interviewed. Mind you, let me tell you what's really up with this whole situation. Alice came to me on different posts, said, hey, I'm pregnant. Leave me the fuck alone. Let's just call it what it is. She told me she was pregnant. She's told me she's on maternity leave and she can't be interviewed because she's pregnant. Me, there's no way to win any battle with a woman that's carrying a child. I don't care what the fuck she does to you, what's going on. You have to walk away. I'm living with a woman who's with child. Okay? So me knowing that.
Speaking from experience.
Exactly. Me knowing that, and not that I ever would want to. I'm not finna call your stress level, no matter. Women emotions while they're pregnant is on high. Okay? I've noticed that in my own situation currently. I noticed that before when my sister was pregnant. I noticed that when I saw friends that was pregnant. Look, their emotions are on high. I'm cool with that. I do maternity shoots. I just got done doing 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm always around women that's pregnant. I get that. So with that, my job as a photographer has always been to lower their emotions. My job with my wife is to lower her emotions or things that will cause her to be emotional. Excuse me. That's what I need to do. Anything that can relieve stress, I'm willing to do. So you're telling me on separate threads that, yo, I'm pregnant. I can't do this. I stop fucking writing you at that moment, because what you're not going to do is make yourself look like a victim and make me look like the angry black guy. I don't know if white women know this. I don't know if white people have grasped this, but especially Karens and white women. I don't know if y'all understand that black people do understand when you're attempting to make them sound or look like the angry black person. And sometimes by the time we crack on your ass, it's too late because we've been holding shit back not to be the angry black person. So I'm in this group and I'm looking at this, and to be honest, because these is all jokes right now. Shout out to the people. Gunshots, bros. Shout out to the people in the group who DM me and say, yo, I know I'm white, but she finna make you look like the angry black dude. We've seen it already. Okay? Shout out to the black people that say, hey, just to give you a heads up, they about to make you look misogynistic. We've seen it done already. It's people in that group who fucking know me. It's people in that group who I've never fucking met, but say, yo, I follow you. Give you a heads up, bruh. Hey, Mr. Black Man, they finna make you look like an angry, misogynistic black man. I know that shit. And if Alex wanted, she ain't getting it, but I got the DMs to prove it. And it wasn't 1, it wasn't 2. It was a couple of people that reached out to your boy and said, yo, I'm giving you a heads up. They finna make you look crazy. And I said, I already know. That's why I'm not responding to her. So by the time she circles back and let me tell y'all why people write on different areas. Because when they come back and respond to where you the fuck at, they want you to look crazy that, hey, I'm giving you all this follow-up. Yo, I'm not writing you. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable now since you DM me. What the fuck is in a threat of a DM? You telling me I can interview your ass, and then you turn around and you go, yo, now I don't want to, I feel threatened that you're DMing me about an interview I gave you, and now I don't want you to DM me. And she knows, and here's the other funny part, like I said, she knew that I hadn't DM'd her yet. But it's cool. So you jumping off the bridge thinking I'm about to jump with your dumb ass ain't there. Now I sound like the angry black man, so I'm going to calm down. But let me give y'all the real. Is people making $200,000 doing Boudoir? Absolutely the fuck not. Okay? It might be a couple of people. It's the top. I don't think people get it. What can we find out the salary?
I did. I just Googled it. The average salary of a photographer in the United States of America.
Not that answer, but go ahead. What's this? I need to know this.
Maximum I've seen 85.
Oh, I know some people that definitely make 6 figures.
I believe it is too. Yeah. I'm thinking this Google search was just
damn, this gonna be fucked up. I was looking up a photographer work. I'm trying to find this nigga pricing. I'm searching key. I'm on Google. I'm on Yahoo. I'm on Bing. I'm on Ask Jeeves. I'm looking for this
My
nigga.
Nigga said Ask Jeeves.
I'm looking for this nigga thing. I said, let me go on his website because I can't find it there. But I barely look. Bro, why I click on bro website and I see Cardi B pregnant? I said, I'm done. No need to scroll. I don't need to know his pricing. Me and him ain't on the same pricing structure. I kept scrolling. I seen somebody else famous. I seen Safari and his girl. I said, I'm good.
That's another thing. Like, ain't no way. And I ain't. This could be a stretch, and this is definitely said without even seeing these people's work.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way them niggas making up $200,000.
No.
I'm talking about the people in this group because I went to old girl page, and I said, "This how work?"
Exactly. Okay, so the top 1%. No, we need it a U.S. Not in the United States, because now somebody's looking at it and gonna be like, Gavin's definitely fucking wrong. The average times, fuck. So to be in the 1%, you got to be making $500,000. So I take that back. So you're not in the top 1%, but you're up there, right? So, it puts you. Here we go. A quick Google says to be in the top 1%, you have to make $700K. So that's way off. 5%. All right. These people, if you're making $200,000 or more in photography, you're within the top 10%. You only need 150 to be in the top 10% of the US. So you telling me photographers who only do boudoir are making over 200K, that means they're in a rare, it's only a little bit of them. You know what I'm saying? So you telling me that, but let me tell y'all what's up. Do I think it's possible for you to make $4,000 off of a shoot? I do. And let me tell y'all what happens with Alex shit. For anybody that wants the short shotgun version of this, excuse me, she has a base of what the fuck you charge people to shoot with them. Her guy says, yo, we're going to charge people $400 just for them to show the fuck up is $400. You're not going to charge them for any images. You're not going to charge them for any prints. They have not, only thing when they get done shooting with you, they get nothing from that day. All right. They pay you $400. That includes that $400. You use that to pay yourself a little fee. You use to get the location, you use it to get the makeup artist and the hairstylist. That is it. So if I get a makeup girl and a hair girl, because most people come with their hair, look, these bitches be putting a fucking hot comb through people's hair and that's it. All right. So it's like, yo, I can get a girl, I can give her 150, right? 100 to fucking come, let me get to the studio for 2 hours, or an Airbnb so I can line you motherfuckers up, right? I can do that. And then it's me. So if I make 200 and I spend the other two, however, look, that's my 400. I'm good. My time isn't fully fucking wasted. The rest of it is Key comes to me. She shoots the boudoir. We come back later. I tell Key, hey, I want you to sit down, and I make Key do packages. And those packages should hopefully get Key to spend up to $3,000. And then I offer Key a payment plan so she can pay me. That's what the fuck is going on here. It's no magical shit for what's going on. It's several photographers that do that. Now, I'm not getting into how these women in this group. First of all, let's go to the misogynistic part. Y'all gonna stop trying that shit, man. Just because I don't agree with a woman don't mean I'm misogynistic. Okay? Just because I don't agree. Because what happened is, and we're going to talk about it in a little bit, I was made to seem like I was jumping on this white girl. And that's not the case. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. And it was an open invitation for her to come in and sit her ass down, or at least hop on the phone so we can talk about this shit, so we can really, really understand what was the issue, why it was hard for me to believe, what is your method. And look, now, who knows what happened? We got a couple hundred people in this Facebook group. I got 15,000 people following me. Maybe 1% of those people say, yo, I'm going to give this girl $600 for a guy. And give everybody a heads up, that's how the fuck she's making $200,000. She's not making $200,000. I'm saying because somebody DM me is like, this bitch don't even got her water on in her house. That's a whole nother subject. Shout out to the person that sent me that DM.
I went to her website. Look at that.
Yeah, $750.
What?
I'm not impressed. I'm really not impressed. And your work is not bad to me. The boudoir, man, that's whatever, man. Like I'm gonna give y'all the heads up. Y'all like, look, boudoir photographers, shout out to y'all, man, because there's some runs who do really, really dope work. But a lot of y'all hire models and you just bring them on every once in a while so you can show that you're doing something super creative. But to the average woman, the average mom, I'm not impressed. And half the time you make these women go by the locations anyway. I'm not really, really impressed. But whatever, man. To wrap this up, shout out to everybody that's in the group. However, the number one thing that pissed me off, and I'm telling y'all I was not pissed at the rest of this shit because I thought it was funny. What pissed me off about all this is that this white woman is crying about being pregnant. She's crying about how I'm aggressive. She's talking about how I came to her and I'm trying to force her to do an interview basically because she's pregnant and she doesn't have the time, the energy, which all the stuff I understand, I agree, I'm cool with. And then you turn around and you send a sister to come do your dirty work. And I nicely, because you were black, what's her name?
Shannon,
I'm going to give you a heads up, sis. Because you was black, I ain't check your ass the way I should have.
Shannon O'Hara.
Because I respect black women to the regard that I do, I respect all women. But I hold black women, I'm not going to lie. I hold them to a higher regard. And I hold brown women to a higher regard. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I've watched their struggles more up close and personal. You know what I'm saying? Being raised by a black woman, being, having a black woman as a sister, to have friends that are black women, to understand what the fuck happens with black women on a daily basis and not trying to act like I understand and I get it or I've experienced it, but just to understand like, yo, this shit is real. For me to turn around and have a black woman do what the fuck you did, it was actually distasteful and I was ready to get your ass, but I said, you know what? Not in this group. And you was about to catch a DM as well. But I said, the situation ain't worth it. So let me read. Kia's going to read off what the fuck Shannon did.
Is this where it start right here? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
That was the beginning?
I think, I don't know, Kia.
She said, I'm halfway to my 15K goal. So first off.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on. Who did that? Fuck. Same question, but for someone that's part-time. Oh, shit. Where the fuck was we at? Hold on. Yeah. Shannon. So Shannon... That thing from Shannon happened earlier that day. I never saw that.
Oh.
But they tagged me in a thread that was showing people saying, hey, I'm making this much money this month. So Shannon was saying her goal for that month was 15K. So far in the month, she's halfway through. So she tagged me. Shannon, I was not writing Shannon. Shannon wrote me.
She did.
Go ahead.
That is true. But first I got a question. 15K a month. That's just like before you pay for.
Absolutely.
Okay.
These motherfuckers,
sure.
that's the other thing. Y'all come out here and say, yo, we making 200K, but you don't explain how you had to spend 190K. But go ahead. I digress. But go ahead.
Not 190K. That only make 10K.
Yeah, these niggas be lying. Go ahead.
Anyway, so she tags Gavin in the post in a response and says, here are some earnings from photographers in here making bank. I don't know if any of them are willing to interview considering you just joined the group. Tried to call Alex a liar and then tried to make her look unreasonable for setting boundaries. But who knows? Shoot your shot.
First of all, that was so much shade, but it's cool. I had my shades on in there. Because you tried me when you said, I don't know if people are going to want to interview you because you just got here. Shut the fuck up. But go ahead. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm trying to respect black women.
So then Gavin... Here go Gavin. Hey, love.
Absolutely.
Niggas start with...
That's the shade right there. Hey, love.
When niggas start real sweet, they be like,
hey, love. What's good, love?
Hey, sweetheart.
Because I was thinking, I'm like, how black women know. Black women usually can read the shade when somebody write their ass. The first two words is, hey, love. They already know. Hey, love is definitely like, all right, I'm going to check your ass, but I'm starting off nice. But go ahead. Gavin
goes, hey, love, don't know you, nor did I reach out to you.
I didn't send for you, so I don't know why you...
Don't come for me.
Don't come for me. But go ahead. That was that. I'm a nigga code this whole shit.
Gavin done learn from the black women because this is a black woman.
Go ahead. So the nigga code is, hey, I'm starting off nice. The second sentence is, I didn't send for you, so I don't know why the fuck you were here. For me. But go ahead.
Don't know you, nor did I reach out to you, but I appreciate if you'd refrain from demonizing me, my words, or my actions.
That is the victimizing. Me, I got to make myself seem softer and be a victim at the same time. So don't demonize me. Don't make me, and that's code for don't make me look like the angry black man. Cause I see what you're doing, sis. Go ahead. We about to decode this whole shit. Shout out to you, Shannon. You better get all the love, baby girl.
I've never called anyone a liar, nor have I tried to.
A liar.
Actually, I offered Alex an avenue to attract and immerse herself in a demographic that needs her education and has shown its ability to overspend and oversupport valuable learning experiences.
Okay, that is code for. Look, if you telling me that I can do one shoot a week and make $200K,
I need to know how.
I need to. Not only do I need to, I got a couple hundred photographers in a Facebook group who definitely wants to hear this shit because we want to know how we can make $200K because a lot of us right now is struggling. So we want the $200K. So, and I gave her the code for, look, this is it right here. A demographic that needs her education has shown the ability to overspend and over support valuable learning experiences. Black people will overspend and over support some shit. Okay? I'm trying to let y'all know. We done made these hair companies too much fucking money. We done made Nike too much fucking money. What camera am I supposed to be looking at? Sorry. Damn it. The camera ain't in. The camera's usually over here. I'm over here looking away.
Got the side view.
Look. We spend so much money. We overspend, yo. We made the music industry so much fucking money. So I'm trying to give you a heads up that, yo, we here for it. But go ahead. That was code for, I don't know, Shannon. I don't know. Now you
I was respectful, extended my hand to my photography podcast, and asked to not only learn more, but share more.
That's self-explanatory. Go ahead.
Right. All attempts to interview Alex were shut down once she realized I was serious about interviewing her on a claim she offered.
That was code for. Y'all thought this nigga was a joke. I came in, you know, when you started working, everybody think you ghetto, and then you come in and be like, no, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what y'all doing or how y'all. I read the handbook. You know when niggas think you ain't read the handbook at work? That's what I did for Shannon. I let Shannon know in that sentence right there, look, sis, I'm serious, AKA meaning I got a big ass mouth and a nice ass little platform that I'm trying to grow, that even if it's only me and Key who listen to this motherfucker, I hope not, that I'm going to say what the fuck I gotta say. And I was giving her the opportunity. Okay, go ahead. Because as y'all don't know, Key is on her second paragraph in this.
If setting boundaries is saying I broke group rules by requesting more info on how to book an interview she agreed to, then I'm sorry. I must have misunderstood the accepted
Code
invitation.
4. Your sis says she's willing to be interviewed. I reached out. How can I break group rules when she said I'm accepting your invitation to be interviewed? But go ahead. Last paragraph. This is the fourth one, right?
Like I said, I never reached out to you, but I appreciate you sticking up for your sister. Unfortunately, several members of your group DM me the exact 10 posts you tagged me in as the proof they've been showing for months.
Code 4, Shannon. How many gunshots just went off is how many DMs I got. Not even. Shannon, what I was trying to tell you was, code was, guess what? So many people tagged me in the same exact shit like, hey, bruh, this is what they about to send you as the only proof that we've all been getting for almost a betterment of a year, that people are making so much money. Hey, it's the same shit. They're going to tag you in this. They're going to tag you in that. And no, they all didn't send all of them, but they all kept showing me something. It's funny that Shannon, you and Alex ran to the same exact shit, but it's corny shit. And that's what cornballs fucking do. But go ahead, because Shannon clapped back and I respect the minor clap back.
So then LaShannon says, you did misunderstand. Thank you.
Ooh, Shannon, that was good, because that's what black women do. Y'all get petty and y'all do check niggas like, yeah, you misunderstood. Which I was proud of. I did laugh at that, Shannon. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Talking to someone casually about business via DM and interviewing for a podcast are not the same.
I never talked to her casually for a DM, Shannon. Okay? She never responded. You don't know shit. You just talking. I didn't talk to her casual. You don't know what I sent to her. And if you don't, Shannon, you still don't know. You should scroll back, because I read what I wrote to her. I wrote to her, hey, how can we set up the fucking interview? I don't got time to be talking to some pregnant woman late at night casually.
Facts.
Okay? My girl is bad. I'm good.
You can do that with your girl.
I can roll over. And she got somebody in her stomach. I talk to his ass more than I talk to her. Go ahead.
And Alex is allowed to say she'll be open to a more in-depth on the record interview once her baby has arrived. That's not what she said.
And why the fuck, Shannon, are you speaking for this woman? What the fuck is wrong with you? Nobody's even talking to your ass. Go ahead. Anyway. You can't beat up women on the internet, man. I've learned that.
It's been well documented she's lightly trying to step away and focus on her
Lightly
family.
is correct.
You're new here. She keeps saying that you new here.
Yeah, she think I give a fuck about being new there.
You're new here and may have missed that. Please spend your time in the group looking
Ooh.
around and less time making accusations that we're not able to make money as photographers during a pandemic. That's not what he said. Get Rich, Lucky,
And I just cut it off because
Bitch is a great book.
yeah, she just gave me one of the books to read. All right, Shannon,
At first I thought she was talking about you. I said, oh, she disrespectful.
She would have got checked. I would have flown to San Francisco for that ass. I wouldn't. Let me stop lying. But Shannon, I respect you and the little $400 thing you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Do me a favor. And I mean this with love. Stop allowing, because I want to send something. Shannon, do yourself a favor and how do we say this? Don't allow white tears to move you so deeply that you feel obligated to weaponize them against your actual brother. Okay? I called Alex your sister to be funny. Because why is many allies, you can have allies and call them your brother or your sister. We do that. We always do it. And it's always the person who you know is down for the cause. And from all accounts, from what I've been told, the group is, at least on the surface, very LGBTQ plus community heavy. And they're also very Black Lives Matter plus approved community. So I'm not here to do that because it was multiple people who told me that. Everybody said, yo, I know what they're doing, but I do want to let you know they are down for the causes. Cool. I respect that. But don't allow white women don't allow yourself to weaponize actually their tears. Alex is a grown woman who can speak for herself. It's her fucking group. She got thousands of people in there. She don't need you to talk. She the admin. Alex, if she didn't like what I was saying, she could have deleted my comments. She could have sent me, hey, I'm letting you know you violated this rule. This is why you're shit. Because you can always delete somebody's shit and say, hey, this is what's going on. One more violation, we'll have to ask you to stop. Also, I stopped writing Alex very early. Once you tell me you're pregnant, you're going through some shit, I don't have to talk to you no more because I understand there's something bigger at play. And it's not that deep for me. Now, Shannon, what you did was, when you weaponize white tears and you're allowing yourself in a group to really fall for that shit, you are the person who just fell for the shit when people end up dead in the streets at the hand of police. So somebody said, well, damn, this just took a left turn. And it might have. But let's talk about what happens when black boys are in the street or black men are in the street and somebody say, hey, oh, I'm talking big and bad. And now that I realize you serious, I got to call the authorities. And then they come around. And what happens to them? They get shot. They get arrested. They get thrown in jail. We just saw what happened. Let's put it like this. This didn't happen recently. Emmett Till, let's look at why bruh is dead.
Right.
Allegedly, he whistled at a white woman. This white woman, her white tears being whistled at, went home, got people, he ends up dead. Guess what? She comes out decades later and said, he never even whistled at me.
Right.
White tears. White tears at its finest, right? We look at all these people. I'm having a barbecue in a park. And guess what? I want to call the police because I don't think you're supposed to be here. Or now when I'm walking around asking you what you're doing because I'm being friendly. Oh, what you guys are up to? Let me tell y'all what happened. I'm in the studio a month ago and the owner is not there, but I have the code to get in. I go into the studio. I set up a session. It is a lingerie session in a studio that I'm in. And while I'm shooting this girl who obviously needs privacy because it's a lingerie. Shout out to Candy, Kayla's Candy, because Kayla doesn't know because Kayla wasn't there yet. I'm shooting this, and this white woman comes in and say, hey, can I help you? How the fuck are you helping me when I got into a locked, secure building and I'm in my room with the door closed conducting a photo shoot?
What the hell you want?
That's white tears where, let me tell you, if I would have said, no, you can't, please leave, I understand that the police would be there. Shannon, you was that person who was like, hey, I'm running here to let you know that you're violating. When I never violated. I never called Alex a liar. I said, I want you to prove to me what you're saying is the truth. Because if I can't question you, if I can't understand what the hell you're going through or what the hell you saying is real, you want me going there blindly? What the Bible say? What did it say? If the blind follow the blind, they'll both end up in the ditch. I gotta call DJ back to ask him about that. But anyway, I think that is in the Bible. But to all of that, Alex Loveland Boudoir group, fuck y'all.
Bruh, I just went to her Instagram. There's no way she's making 200K.
She's
just
not,
from doing photography.
bro. Somebody DM me was like, bro, she just was in here complaining about not having water on in her house.
Ain't no way. Have you seen her photos?
Yeah, I have. Not impressed. That's a whole nother subject. You motherfuckers gonna stop trying to little bro, big bro. I know the BS meter when I see it. You selling your ebooks. Y'all all getting,
That's exactly what she doing.
You're selling your ebooks. Yo, is she saying 10? Look, if Shorty says, I'm going to sell 10 a month, she good for the year. You make your 70, maybe you do make 130 in Boudoir. I can believe that more than I can believe 200K in a pandemic when niggas don't have time to put on lingerie and do naked shit. Yo, the Boudoir is cool, but it's a lot of these guys with cameras that they like to call them GWCs. The GWCs out here, they fucking do a lot of big booty lingerie booty. I call them booty photographers, not GWCs, but you know what I'm saying? That's what we should name the shit. The GWCs. Sound like a whole gang out here. But them niggas out there do way better pictures with y'all. And the girls look better, but that's whatever, man. But anyway, in all seriousness though, let's not weaponize white tears. And I do want to shout out to our white listeners because y'all understand where I'm coming from. Some of y'all that's in that group know what's up. Shout out to the sister. I can't even say her name because I don't want you to get kicked out of a group that you feel like you're understanding and learning from. But shout out to the sister that was literally in that group who wrote me paragraphs apologizing on behalf of that fucking group. Because that sister came to me and said, yo, what happened to you? And she explained to me what happened. I knew it already because I knew I was like, yo, I'm about to look like the angry black man. She said, nah, they're trying to weaponize white tears. And what ends up happening is people die behind that shit. Because I got to be the victim. I got to seem sorry. I'm pregnant. I'm on maternity leave. And you, who never fucking wrote me.
Well, then get out the group.
Get the fuck out of your group.
If it affects you so bad, you know people... You don't create a group and just say like, oh, if you don't agree with me, then you know.
Yeah, you
or
don't.
If you go against me, then I don't want to hear it. Like, you will never grow, never learn from anything with that.
Absolutely.
So why the hell you got a group in the first place?
Who?
And if you on maternity leave and you stress that bad when somebody disagree with you,
you need to sit down, sis. You don't. All right, this is the part of the podcast that we're going to digress. We're going to calm down. This is the part of the podcast where you get to ask the questions. Key gets to answer them. Or you get to ask the You get to ask the questions.
He discombobulated.
I am. You get to ask the questions. Key reads them off, and I answer them. Take it away, Key.
God, Daniel. He says, what's a realistic number one?
What's a realistic number one?
Oh, God. Put the commas in, Gavin.
Come on, these are real people and their names this time.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to Daniel. He got his own studio and that shit big as shit. He had a car in that motherfucker. I said, damn.
What's a realistic number one can expect to invest in being a photographer who uses a full frame, good lens, and nice lighting?
Woo! I'm going to say, let's start small. Your stand is probably going to cost you around $100 if you want to get the best. But if you want to go cheaper, you can spend $50, $75. Your light, I would get a Flashpoint 600 because you can turn it down and make it work for what you need it for. That's going to be $600. So now we have $650 or $670. Let's just say $700. If you want to get a good lens, I would get the 24 to 105. Actually, I would get the 50, but just in case, get to 24 to 105. That'll be a little bit cheaper. That's $1,200. So now we're at $1,950. Or no, we had $1,900. A good camera, I would get the Canon R, which I believe, or get a Sony. Get one of the Sonys, and you don't have to have the best. I know there's this theory of like, hey, I want to upgrade my camera. What's the best type of camera, or what's the good type of camera I should get? And I get that, man. Get what the fuck you can afford, man. Like, but anyway, I would say start off with a full frame camera. Get the Canon R, which should run you around like $1,700. So 17 plus 12 equals 29 plus 7 equals 36, somewhere around there. So $3,600. Photography is not for the cheapies. You know what I'm saying? You gotta invest. This shit ain't cheap, man. It's fun. It's a lot of work. It can be very rewarding. You can literally make some decent money if you want to even do bad business.
Yeah, you got to get that $200K.
You got to get that $200K.
Oh, we got a new joke now.
We got to look. I hope you 200K chicks in that group like 42K niggas.
Right, because that's what you need.
That's what you need. If y'all gonna be supporting that bullshit, I keep looking at your camera. We not having your camera there no more. But yeah, man. So that's a good. I would say $3,600, which sounds crazy. Try to find all that shit used too. But yeah, be prepared to spend 36. It's tough, man. But I think and let me tell y'all this. They're really trying to get cameras. They're trying to get done with all these cheap ass cameras because they want photography. They're trying to move some people out of the game. A lot of people are coming in here getting $200 cameras, offering $50 photo shoots. This dude hit me up to do his branding shoot. I told him no because I told him how much. Well, I told him a price. He didn't believe it should cost that much. Bruh pops up. Now he got a photography business. I said, I didn't know you shoot. Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while. I said, oh, okay.
Oh, wonderful. Good luck.
Good luck. He don't take pictures. That's the thing. But whatever, man. It's a certain market for those people. They're called the ghetto. But go ahead.
Wow. All right, we got Avery.
Shout out to Avery. Shout out to Daniel too.
Is there a genre of, I was about to say genre of music. Is there a genre of photography, I can't talk today, that you wouldn't shoot and why? That you wouldn't. It's okay, we go. Update on Key's life coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I got braces in case you guys didn't know.
Oh gosh.
So I went to the orthodontist today and she put this spring on here so it can make room for this damn tooth. And so it hurts.
Man, sorry, I'm over here looking for weed.
What? He didn't say that. He meant like like weeds to get up out of the grass. Because his grass, if you've seen his yard, it needs some work.
Well, I don't smoke, so it doesn't matter.
And he still went to punch him in the face.
I don't.
Anyway, what genre of photography would not? You know what I'm trying to say.
I don't do kids. I don't do kids between the ages of 1. Well, I don't do kids between the ages of like 14 months to like 3. That's my thing. How old was your nephew? I mean, your cousin, Spider-Man.
Ethan?
You didn't have to give his government out.
Oh.
Damn.
How old was he? But that was a family shoot though.
Yeah, but still, I don't. No, if the kid is there, I'm not doing it.
Well, you just telling on yourself though, because you did it.
I know, but that's because y'all family, y'all good.
Oh,
but how old was he?
Me,
like 3?
Key got the plug.
Key gonna get mad when she get married, and Key gonna hit me up and be like, bruh, photographers cost this much. I'm be like, yeah, bro, I've been doing your pictures for free your whole life, so I don't know what the fuck you gonna do.
I know they expensive.
But
I don't know how he was like, they 3?
Yeah, he probably was like 3. I don't do anything over 3. I try to stick away. That I don't do. I don't do couples boudoir.
You do newborn though, right?
No, I want to. I just don't. You know, I don't think I'm that gentle. Maybe once I have my seed, it might be a little easier and a little better. But you know,
practice on him.
I'm gonna practice for sure. Never mind. That's probably too much. She might be listening. Actually, so I'll take that back. But yeah, I don't do couples boudoir because look, if I see bruh getting a stiffy, I'm out. Shoot is over. Look, you put your hands, y'all start biting lips. I did see one.
You could pose them. Arch the back.
I seen, shout out to my wife. One of her friends wanted to do a couples boudoir, and I was like, I tried with them, but I was still like, bruh, like if I see somebody's peen, if I see a chub, I'm out.
This is no different than watching porn. It's just live and in action.
I don't think I want to see porn live. I've always thought about that. Like, yo, what if somebody approached me? Because I did end up in one of my old jobs. I did end up at a porn studio.
Well,
in
I
Charlotte.
thought he was about to say he ended up in a porn. I was going to say, Lord.
Nah, absolutely not. But I do have one of my friends.
Whitney.
One of my friends did get approached about building a porn website.
Oh, you told us this before.
Yeah, shout out to
you. Was about to say that nigga name.
But yeah, I was thinking about. I'm like, damn, how much?
You gotta be getting distracted, y'all.
Nah.
He don't know how to multitask. He gotta stay focused on one topic at a time. You know, it's probably something about this baby shower.
Sure. But nah, like literally the way it was like, what the fuck was he talking about? Oh, I ended up at a porn studio. I got pregnancy brain. I ended up at a porn studio one time, and I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, and I didn't. Here's the funny part about ending up at a porn studio. I'm walking through this studio, and so I go to this building. And just so everybody know, it's off of Nations Ford if you want to go see a place. You would. Key has definitely passed by and don't know it.
No, you told me where it is. I pass it all the time.
All the time. But do it look like a porn studio?
I don't know if I believe you. I see a lot of cars go in and out of that place.
You gotta go clean up somewhere. Look, So I go into this place and I'm like, damn, this look weird. Cause it's an office building. So I'm like, it's weird. It doesn't look like any business is going on in here. Yeah. So we go to this one little spot and it's like a little office thing. I'm like, this looks interesting. And so then we go to this part where it's like no insulation. It looks like, you know, whatever. It's very bare. It's no walls. It's whatever. It looks like a construction site. And I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, this look like a porn scene. Like, you know, when they do the bad acting, like I don't know if y'all ever have.
We have really got off topic here, but
somebody was listening to our pod one day. They was like, these niggas, the only thing they do is talk about sex. And we've been doing good for like 80 episodes. So I'm at this place and I'm looking. You know how you be looking at the porns that got like a dialogue and shit? You be like, this look like some old warehouse shit. So I'm looking around and the girl said, do you know where you're at? I go, no. And I'm talking to the marketing manager. She takes me in her office. I'm like, oh, her office was super dope. And she had cameras all over her walls. And they all just had porn on it. I'm like, what the fuck? And so anyway, I'm in there. And I'm like, yo, I wonder could I ever be a photography, like a porn photographer? And I'm like, no. Because if you ever hear porn stars do interviews, they talk about smells and bodily fluids that happens during photo shoots and
that's
videos.
Disgusting.
Yeah, they always say they like people think it's a glamorous shoot because they pleasure themselves while watching them. They was like, it's not that. It's literally a fucking job. So no, I couldn't do that. But to go back, so I wouldn't do couples boudoir because I believe that's a slippery slope that is not realistic.
Literally,
I personally
a slippery slope.
Literally, I hate you. This is not realistic. It's not fair. But I feel like, yo, this is a slippery slope to porn, and I don't want to see it. Plus, yo, I don't want to see no pubic hair. What if your girl got an Audi? Stuff like that. You know, keep going. Next.
All right,
not talking about an Audi belly button, but go ahead.
We know. Judah. Is Judah from Hickory?
No, he's in Statesville. He was at the photo walk.
Yeah, he's from Hickory.
Oh, he is?
Uh-huh.
Okay, shout out to
high school with him.
For real? Mm-hmm. He like music soul child.
He had the fro?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or do he? Yeah,
we graduated 07 together.
Really? Mm-hmm. Shout out to Judah.
Judah says, for photographers starting their business, what are the best avenues to market their brand and how do they differentiate themselves from their competitors?
If you want to market your brand, you should contact us for advertising. You can advertise your brand on this podcast for as little as $50 an episode.
You had to plug yourself.
Absolutely. Hold on.
Told y'all he can't multitask.
Nah, man, I'm trying to make deals over here.
Who are you texting? Get off the phone.
I'm talking to my wife. Anyway, so for photography, here's my thing. You're new to the business. What's your best new to avenue? You got to do free stuff. You need to create your Facebook group and showcase your work there all the time. You need to share it on your page. You need to, every time you do a shoot, take a selfie with the model. Let me tell y'all something. Shout out to Marcus who shows me that all the time. Take a selfie with your model. Just say, hey, we out here working, a little video so you can promote that you always working. Also, I can't, man. Bruh, it's getting on my damn nerves.
It's you want the people, can I tell the people when it is?
It's this weekend.
It's this weekend.
If we make it there.
We gonna make it. We gonna make it. Baby shower is this weekend, y'all. And Gavin will be a little stress-free.
Absolutely. But so hop on social media, make that shit work there. The easiest way I would say get on Instagram, try to sponsor shit to get more eyes to your page. That shit helps out a lot. Run a Facebook campaign. Please understand how that shit works first before you do it. Google it. Don't be afraid to restart, to pause, to adjust, to change things, to run multiples at one time to see which one get you more results and go from there. Because from what I've been told, if you get the one campaign right, you're good. You're in the money after that. So that's another thing. Shout out to Judah. Sorry I couldn't make your photo wall, bro. I was tired to fuck up that day. I couldn't have.
He had a photo walk?
Yeah, he had a photo. It was small. It was like 4 or 5 people, man. So it was just like a couple. Yeah, he's cool. I wanted to come, but I couldn't. Life, bro. I can't even lie to you. It's life.
As you see, he still keep texting on that damn phone.
Absolutely. So before those are the questions. If you ever want to give a question, hopefully it won't take this long and we can answer it for you. But you know, shit happens.
This is really a photography episode today. Hand clasp for Gavin.
Wait till we get to the baby at the end. Oh, hand clasp me. Celebrate me, nigga.
Yeah, we still ain't done. You talking about the baby.
Yo, you went to a wedding.
I did. Shout out to my trainer. Did you just shoot?
Yeah, like shout gang, gang, gang. Go ahead.
I'm about to punch you, gang, gang. My trainer got married on Sunday.
Okay.
To
So
his
what?
wife,
So this what? His wife what?
To his wife, Brittany.
Shout out to one of his trainees, Vaughn. People keep hitting me up about Vaughn. Oh, I know Vaughn. Shout out to you, Vaughn. That's all. So how was the wedding? You know I'm about to ask you photography shit. We don't care about the rest of the shit you saying.
So as far as they had a photographer, they had a videographer. Nobody did anything crazy. I seen a couple phones, but it wasn't like there was no flashes. Like nobody was in the aisle. Like nobody was in the photographer way, which is freaking amazing. I was like, dang, I ain't got nothing to tell Gavin.
What?
I ain't got
So
nothing
you
to
didn't
tell
see
you.
shit.
There wasn't any like.
That's good. Did they have a sign or anything? That's whack.
I mean, like I said, it was like a couple phones when the bride was walking down.
I hate them shits.
Yeah. So that was a little annoying, but I was just like, it wasn't bad. And then like I was kind of in the back too, so who knows what was happening in the front. Like,
you take a date? Mm-mm. Wow. She didn't even ask us, did we want to go?
I didn't have a +1.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, you never give a +1 to person if they don't have like a
if
boyfriend.
you ain't, it's not like I ain't seen this girl with no nigga. She got to come by herself.
Absolutely. My rule when I was getting married was if you wasn't dating a girl for at least a year, she couldn't come.
Yeah, and I told somebody that you had that rule. Somebody was talking about their wedding, but it was good. The food was good. The music was good.
That's good.
It was a nice wedding. It really was a nice wedding.
That's what's up. I shot a wedding on Thursday. Shout out to the Phillips. It was super dope. I had a great time. The videographers there was cool. I want to shout these brothers out because they were mad cool, man. No complaint. You know what? They were a big change from the last joint I did. Sorry.
Oh, we hear your phone.
Yeah, you know.
I will say after Rashawn's wedding, my hookah head self was looking for a hookah bar. Wilmington ain't got no hookah bars.
Raleigh has hookah bars, but they don't serve liquor. Who else don't got hookah bars? Charleston only has one, and that shit said it was down. Somebody else don't have hookahs.
Well, Charlotte has a lot of them. Okay.
Charlotte, yeah, and it sucks when you go out of town. You be like, yo, what a hookah? What a hookah?
Cause if you hang with us, we gonna find a hookah bar.
Niggas is
Okay.
gonna find a hookah bar.
So glad we found one in NOLA when we went.
That shit was busting. Nothing ain't better than a hookah bar that you wasn't there, but in New York,
you always say that too,
bruh. That shit, when your hookah head has to require 5 coals.
Damn, that shit was huge.
That's how big it is, bruh. And it's only like, it's $40, but it's on a pineapple head, and it requires like 4 or 5 coals.
Weren't you by yourself though?
I was one with the shisha.
He only did.
Look, the girl said, do you want to repack? I said, hell nah.
That fool said I was one with the shisha.
Shout out to Optical Illusions, who was at the Phillips wedding. They was mad cool, super nice guys. I don't know how much time we got on the cameras. I totally forgot. But super nice guys. You know, one thing they did, they came up to me and said, yo, what do you need to make your ship jumping? So I said, this all the kind of stuff I need, nothing serious. And they said, cool, we got you. I said, all right, bet. And I told them about my bad experience somewhere else, or not so great experience, let's put it like that. And they said, unfortunately, we shoot so much, we can chop and move shit. I don't know why that photographer was OD. I said, me either. But finally, to make this all popping, shout out to my boy Jared. Hand claps.
Oh, you did go to a wedding.
I went to a wedding. So I shot a wedding on Thursday, then left to go to a wedding on Saturday morning. I went to Columbia, South Carolina. Shout out to my homeboy Jared.
And that's why we didn't do the pod. No,
that's why we didn't do the pod. Jared came first. Shout out to Jared, who married his wife, Ari, man. I'm super happy for them. That was dope. They had a big ass sign before he came down the aisle, said no phones. And what was funny, because a woman asked the host, what do you mean I can't have my phone out?
You can't have your phone out.
That's basically what she told this old lady. And then she looked at me and said, ugh. Then
the old lady?
Yeah, no, Jazz. Yeah. And then what's funny was Ari hit me up like a couple of days before a wedding and said, yo, you got to guard your whole section for cameras. I said, all right, bro, I got you. And I laughed because this lady pulled her phone out and I jumped in front of that shit.
You should have got a made announcement. Please don't have y'all phones out.
Put that shit up. And then the lady was like, well, can I have it at the reception?
Yeah,
and
do
Jazzy was
whatever.
like, yes, you can. I had fun. I met some good people. Yo, Coates, you know what's up.
You just say you met some good people like you don't know these people already?
No, I was at a table. So the way they had like a head table. Then they had like lone ballroom tables throughout besides circular tables. So I was sitting beside, I was with Lauren the whole time. I was with DJ, I was with Ez. And then I met some people that know Jared and Ari from school. And so it was cool to meet some people. I met one of their friends who was a hooper. And I've been talking shit to her the whole time since I left. She's fucking funny. But it was cool. It was a cool experience. I had fun with everybody, man. Ari Brothers was cool. Jared's family always is cool. So it was a good experience. Alana, shout out to Alana and Kelly. They were the makeup artists. Neither one of them knew I was going to be there. So when I posted I was there, they was like, yo, we actually just did their makeup. I was the plug. But, you know.
Were you the plug?
Yeah, I was. And I don't mean that to piss anybody off. I sent them a bunch of people. You know, that's funny. When you work with makeup artists, you do send, when a client asks for a makeup artist, you don't send them just one. You send them multiples and you let them choose. I always do that with people I rock with. Which is funny because we had that conversation with at the house when we went to whatchamacallit house, and they was talking about their photographer, and I was like, oh, I sent y'all multiple people because I send that to everybody.
Oh.
I send everybody. At minimum, you're going to get 3 people.
That came from another topic we're going to talk about in a few minutes.
Oh, shit. But yeah, so I sent a couple of, absolutely. I already know where we're going. And so, yes, I sent everybody. If somebody asks me for a vendor, I send them at least 3 because you get to make your decision. I have 0 to do with that decision. But that's cool. Anyway, but shout out to Jared. Shout out to Ari. Shout out to the Phillips. Shout out to, what's your trainer name?
Rasan.
Shout out to Rashawn or Rasan. What? Rasan. Shout out to Rusan's. They sushi is good, but I heard they don't do the buffet no more. Thank God. That shit was so nasty. All right. I was gonna do this whole, but we running over. I was gonna do this fair or foul for a mother. So let me ask you this, Key.
Yeah, I just looked at it too.
So for those who not know, there was some type of memorial service going on, and there was a memorial service going on, and a young lady was out there. Her whole ass is just blocking me on my camera.
Oh, shit.
A memorial service was going on. I told you before. I'm like, yo, your shit'll be in the way. He was like, you don't have to check if I'm in the way. I won't be. Okay.
Sorry.
There was a memorial service going on, and this lady was mourning. Somebody took a picture, and they sold her picture to Getty Images. You can't see her face, so she's not recognizable, but she knows it's her because somebody sent
obviously.
it. Yeah. And we have this conversation of, is it fair or foul? And
you know my ass gonna say
what?
both.
Absolutely. For those who don't know, Key is Switzerland through and through. That shit gonna bite her in the ass one day.
I know it probably will, but I try to never ever pick sides
Absolutely.
in any situation. Just FYI.
Absolutely. So that's what you sticking with? Mm-hmm. For me, I look at it like this. I think it's fair.
It is. It's his photo.
It's his photo. It doesn't show your face. He doesn't technically have to get your permission because he's not breaking any laws.
Exactly.
Now, is it inconsiderate?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So you with me on this?
Yeah, I'm with you, but I'm like, so yeah, I'm definitely with you. I get it from both sides. However, the photographer didn't break any rules.
Not.
And so it's kind of weird right there at that moment. So
Somebody trying to sue him or something?
Well, she wants it taken down and trying to see if she can sue, but Getty is kind of like, nah.
Yeah, you can't.
We don't know who this is.
Yeah, unfortunately, she can't.
Because what if somebody comes out in 5 years and say, no, that was actually me?
Yeah.
Then what? We got to pay them too? Like, she's not recognizable, so it is what it is.
Yeah,
all right, you ready to get into some pop culture so we can get this shit over with?
No song this time?
Nah, I ain't got no song. I ain't even had that shit queued up, man.
I got balls in Atlanta.
Shut up. Yo, Issa Rae.
Here we go. So the comment that Gavin made about he sends people a list of options anytime they ask for photographers. This is what we get into because Gavin brought to our attention, because I didn't know this, that Issa Rae, if y'all didn't know, she done got married.
It was a lot of confusion, but she's married.
Because she was like, niggas don't need to know my business. So
it
is what it is. So she got married. And Gavin said that she used a white photographer.
Yeah.
And he feels some type of way.
So here's my thing. I thought it was dope she popped up with a man and kept it low. I know a lot of people have a lot to say, like, what do you feel about that? Yo, it's her business. It's her life. It's her personal shit.
About her popping up married?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, I think a lot of times we think celebrities supposed to tell us everything, and they really don't.
Right.
Like, and we already know, like, yo, if she don't want nobody know what the hell going on in her life, and she's always been like that. She don't put all her business out.
Clearly, 200-some people, 100-some people knew because they was at the goddamn wedding.
Yeah, and they knew to keep it low. That shows you, like, yo, I know all the right people. Like, yo, we keeping this shit low.
Or maybe it wasn't low. Maybe she just don't post or put that part of her out.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure she done been out with her man.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. They start finding pictures of them together.
Right.
Here's the other thing. She was wearing her engagement ring. People just didn't know. And they was like, oh, who's your man? She was like, you don't need to know who I'm fucking. Her exact words.
I believe that. She did. I went back too. I was like, but it was only a one photo shoot. I seen the ring.
Yeah.
And I think it was her maybe not the most recent, but the one before that. And I was like, oh, she did have a ring on. Okay, sis.
When my homegirl was on a TV show, y'all know I know Iris. But when Iris was on there, she had to take her wedding ring on and off for certain shit because, yo, I don't want people in my business. I don't want them knowing going on until it's time for them to know what's going on. But yeah, so I found it funny because in my discussion, me referring, so let me put it like this. I like her pictures. Mm-hmm. I think they're pretty. Mm-hmm. I do feel like it fits the aesthetic of where she was at. However, Issa Rae is black. Black.
I'm voting for everybody black.
I vote for everybody black. So I do kind of look at you like, it's the biggest day of your life. You get to hire, this isn't the label or the production team or my boss or the head of, what is
Insecure?
What is Insecure on Showtime or is it on HBO?
It's on HBO.
This ain't the head of HBO saying we have to use a white producer or a white cinematographer. No, this is your shit, your big day, and you not only chose a white photographer, but you chose a light and airy photographer. To me, I kind of looked at it, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I did not care.
I'm just play devil's advocate. We don't know that was her only option. We don't know. That could have been her only option.
It was not.
What if a black photographer was
I know it
not
wasn't her only option.
What if a black photographer or the black photographer that she really wanted was not available?
So here's my other thing. I use wedding vendors. Who do we have to use that was not black or brown? Damn it. For plates. No, I got a better example. When I got engaged, I had a Hispanic videographer. I reached out to 4 black photographers. All 4 left me on red or didn't answer, or one even told me straight up no. I was like, I bet. Now I was growing.
Why you tell you no?
I think I was just growing so fast, like on social media, and he was like, nah, because I don't know if he thought my expectation was going to be higher than what it was.
Oh.
So, and it wasn't. Like I was growing extremely fast on my social media. It was like every week I was mopping up 1,000 here. But, this is back in the day when you can grow.
Soaking it up like gravy and biscuit.
Shut the fuck up. I hate you. So I was told no. So at the end of it, I had to reach out to a white photographer. Mm-hmm. She said yes. She sent me her price. She was the most expensive out of everybody, and I bought her, and I had a terrible experience. Shout out to you, Eben.
Maybe that was Issa Rae's experience.
Maybe, but nah, her pictures was bomb though. And I even posted Eben's pictures.
No,
and let me take that back. Hold on. Before we go there, my experience was bad. The pictures were still cool. They were good, and they still got posted, and I'm happy. But it still took 2 months. But go ahead.
Yeah, it took too long.
It took way too long.
Yeah.
And I
got the video before.
I got the whole fucking video before, and I ran into your ass, a few days after. The same night you sent me my pictures after I've been bugging you for 2 months. You sent me my shit, and it was just horrible. But shout out to Eben. I don't think you're allowed to have a business, even though you're working under like 3 other names in North Carolina, but whatever.
I watched a engagement video a couple weeks ago.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Because I like the song.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what's in it, but yeah, by 4 or something like that. Shout out to Ivan.
Anyway, but maybe it could be,
happened.
or maybe the black photographer was like, ooh, this Issa Rae, this a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe could have been scared. I don't know.
I just feel like I'm like, damn, I know some black photographers who would have killed her shit, who would have loved that opportunity.
They would have.
And me. But even my ass would have been nervous as fuck.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know, but
she
didn't use one. So
yeah, and here's the thing. I'm not killing black folks for if one time in their life they use somebody that's not of the culture. Like, I'm sorry. I don't have to. She's down for us.
Yeah, but I can see why you question it considering her stance. So,
Yeah. But
I get
it's
it.
all good. Team USA.
Oh, shit.
Let me tell y'all something. Let's talk about these Olympics right quick.
I ain't even been watching. I ain't got no cable.
Nobody ain't watching this shit. I don't care. Look, Team USA, the men basketball, they can't win shit.
They lost. They got to the first round, didn't they?
I think you got to lose multiple games to be out, but they've lost. They lost their first game. I'm gonna keep it a buck with everybody who even care, because I know a lot of y'all don't give a shit about basketball. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. These niggas don't care. I had a conversation with my boy yesterday, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I told him. Imagine for the last 4 years, since the last Olympics, let me tell y'all what happened. Donald Trump was president. Black men and women have been getting killed in the streets. Police brutality is at an all-time high, it seems like. Race relations in America is at an all-time high. You telling me you want me to go fight and defend this country that when I come home, I have to ask y'all, you know what I'm saying, for justice. It's tough. I don't think a lot of people is looking at it like that. So no, I don't think these black athletes are really going over there to give their best. Now, somebody might ask, well, bro, they competitors. Why you think they there? Yeah, I am a competitor. You know why I'm here? Because the real shit that matters, aka the NBA championship, the best of the best is not there. First of all, let me tell you, the best player in the world is not over there playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? They're not there. It's just real shit. LeBron ain't there. Anthony Davis is not there. Kawhi Leonard is not there. Paul George is not there. Kyrie Irving, James Harden is running around with Lil Baby and Cash App and Sweetie $100,000 to talk.
Can he cash out me $100,000?
Man, he ain't saying her that shit. But yeah, he say that's what's being said. Nobody believe that shit. But let me tell y'all.
I talked to you. I seen your text.
Something. The best players is not over there hooping. You know what I'm saying? All this bullshit of like, oh, the world is catching up to the US. No, they not. They're really not. I'm sorry to keep y'all up, put that up with y'all, but the best players ain't catching up. These niggas is not running across the country in a pandemic to defend a country that just not so many months ago had white people climbing up the Capitol and shooting and killing people and people getting probation for that shit.
And they still looking for niggas.
They still looking for folks. They can't find folks and folks is getting probation, yo. I'm telling y'all, black folks is not running to go defend this country. And people are over there literally because, hey, when we get back home, now I know, if I'm KD, I know how to defend Damian Lillard even better because I've watched him for months in depth to see how he hoops. Now when Bam, who's in KD's division, on his conference, now I see exactly how he hoops. I understand every move because I went against him in a secluded area for months. That's what they over there for. These boys don't give a fuck, man. Now, we got to talk about Simone.
Wow. Why we got to talk about Simone?
Simone opted out.
She left
to competition.
She said, I'm out of here.
I want to say this the right way.
So she left.
Go ahead.
She left because of mental issues, right?
What did she say? Because
I don't know verbatim.
But she said because of her mental health.
Yeah.
Cool. The media called it mental illness and labeling it under mental health, which is dangerous. But go ahead.
Yeah, they
took it a step further. Yeah, absolutely.
Because didn't they change some rule or something
for her
for the gymnastics portion,
which is specifically
for her. And so like that would most definitely affect me mentally. Like, so what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, are you trying to like stop me from excelling in this? Like, it's so many layers to this where she was like, all right, cool, y'all win. I'm out of here. So keep y'all rules and y'all standards and how y'all gonna judge folks, and then we gonna see who turns out the best. Because right now I'm not doing this. Like mentally, this is gonna that would fuck me up. Like you're now changing whatever rule they changed or whatever merits they got going on because she's too good.
So and did she give up on her team? That's what I have an issue with. Did you give up on your team?
Well, technically, yeah.
And so they said mentally she wasn't there. It's a condition. I don't know the name of it right now, but there's a condition when athletes go through something and they're mentally not there. they lose. They're just mentally not there. Their body doesn't function the way it usually does.
Right, because that does affect you.
And it affects you mentally. And what ends up happening is you either go into a shell where you just can't compete, or you'll go out there and compete, and ultimately you'll hurt yourself. So Simone can be doing a flip and forget how to properly land because she's going through this mental health issue, and she can break her leg or she can fall on her neck.
Fall on her neck.
You know what I'm saying? Something different. But my only issue with this, I want us to start labeling things correctly, even though I don't even have to name it what that is. And it's athletes, it happens all the time with athletes. Because my only issue is this: if this was a black athlete that was a man, his ass would be getting ringed through the toilet right now. And I think that's important to know. When LeBron James was hooping and he started cramping, he folded. We called it he choked. We call when black male athletes go through this same shit, they're choking, they're giving up on their team, they're quitters, they can't respond right, and I don't think that's fair. However, and I'm not asking us to have that same energy for Simone, but what I am asking is let's have that same energy with LeBron. Does LeBron get ref fairly in the NBA? Absolutely not. Did Shaq ever get ref fairly? No. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It literally happens all the time, especially in male athletes, especially in basketball. And it is one of those situations. But with Simone, this is my thing. Simone don't need the Olympics. I know that sounds crazy, but Simone is good. She's done. And she don't ever compete again. She's won enough. She showed us she's the best. She's good. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, it says on this thing, it says she said Jesus, I can't even talk. She said, I didn't quit. My mind and body are simply not in sync. And they was like, at the same time, she's clapping back at critics.
Yeah.
Okay. It says she's clapping back at critics that said that she quit on her USA gymnastics teammates when she withdrew from the team competition after one awkward, low-scoring, and nearly disastrous vault attempt.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing. Whatever that condition is called, I feel so bad I don't know it. I'm gonna find it and not post it. But anyway, she can be on a vault and not know what she's doing, or just not mentally there, and she can die. Yeah. And it's good that she did that. And I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at Naomi saying, yo, I'm out. I'm good.
Yeah.
You don't make no money being in the Olympics.
Well, she got eliminated.
Yeah, well, I don't think she was wanted to be there anyway.
Yeah, I think because before, with her last thing, when she didn't want to do the freaking interview, she was like, mentally, like, that shit could be people have so much. They have high expectations of these athletes.
Yeah, sometimes we forget they're human.
They're human. Like, they go through the same shit we go through. Like, mentally, we not there every day. We have anxiety, depression, OCD, bipolar. Like, people have these mental issues. And, like, absolutely. You got to give people a little grace.
Absolutely. Ooh, a little grace. I like that.
You got to give people absolutely a little grace.
Because sometimes, for Naomi, I'm not cared about getting eliminated. Why? If I win, what are y'all gonna say? I'm just an Olympian. That's cool. But unfortunately, the thing about Naomi is, in her sport, they rank you the best in the world anyway. It's kind of like golf. You know what I'm saying? They rank everybody. They put the flag beside your name when you compete anyway. We know who the best in the world is. We know. And then she makes millions, tens, hundreds of millions of dollars a year on that. We're not worried about this me wasting time. She'd rather go sit up with Corday in his little arm and, get rubbed down.
Who is Corday, Abu?
Yeah, it's a man. You know Corday? Corday is a rapper. Corday is actually from North Carolina. I don't care what nobody say, but he was born in Philly, and he's a rapper.
He was born in Philly, but you said he knew
Excuse me. He's Corday was born in North Carolina. I want to say he's born in Durham. Hold on.
Durham. Bull City. Don't let the Bull City folks know that.
Yeah. Nah, everybody, most people know. He was born in Raleigh, but he grew up in Maryland. Yeah.
That's way far from Philly. Not far, but
my
close.
My rankings for best rappers of all time, well, not all time, but currently from North Carolina is definitely J. Cole. Mm-hmm. Second is Rhapsody. 3 is Corday. 4 is DaBaby. Yeah, that's it.
What about Petey Pablo?
Shut the fuck up.
Speaking of the baby,
Ooh, nice transition. Go ahead.
Gavin always gives away the transition.
'Cause
You
we
don't
gotta
gotta
work-
tell the people the transitions.
We're never having your camera right here, okay?
You the one put it there. I love it here, though. It looks
We got to
great.
work on our transitions.
No, we don't, because
It's a
it was.
light. Go ahead.
You don't have to tell the people when I transition. Just go with it. Like,
right.
Jesus, God.
We'll start that next week. Go
And then
ahead.
you messed it up. It was fine. Pause. Who calling you now?
DJ, I'm still on the pod.
God, dog, bruh.
What do you want?
Bruh, I need to use your computer.
He
DJ,
got it.
I'm not even home.
Oh, you not?
No.
All right.
You sound so depressed.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be on this live stream tonight, and I ain't even nowhere near computer.
Oh, that's for the marriage thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm not gonna be home like for hours.
Sheesh. All right, I'll figure that.
I'm sorry, man. You okay?
All right.
Bye, DJ. He better use that phone.
Yeah. Use your phone, DJ. Anyway,
Anyway,
the baby gets.
the baby
go
is
ahead and read that bullshit.
the baby is in the drama.
The baby is a dumbass. I'm sorry.
You think so? So I've seen mixed reviews. I've seen people saying he wrong. People saying people are being too sensitive. Like, ooh. And if you didn't know, so the baby had a show. He made some comments about people with HIV. And he allegedly made comments about the
You know,
LGBT.
legend. He said it.
But did he though?
Well, okay. Go ahead. Make your
Because
comment.
it wasn't his comment about people sucking dick in the parking lot.
He said, "Men, if you wasn't a dude sucking another dude's dick in the parking lot."
I don't think that was his words verbatim.
Let's find it, man. We can find it. I mean, go ahead.
I could be wrong. Gavin's gonna find the proof.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it.
So while he looking, so he is in some heat because he's been making these comments, and people are saying he's insensitive to the LGBT community. He don't know what he's talking about. Now he did apologize for the HIV comment. Now I do believe that was very insensitive because you don't know what people dealing with when it comes to that disease, like things of that nature. So that was definitely over the line.
Absolutely.
And I think everybody agrees with that. Like that is just too much.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't say that shit. Hold
You
on.
better play.
No, I gotta find that shit.
I think Ball Alert posted it.
Man, they post 1,000 things a day. I ain't gonna
They
never find
really
that shit.
do. God,
But go ahead.
oh, they post so much. No, we need the clip because this is the part where I'm trying to figure out what he said. If he said just anybody, or if he did say men sucking another man's penis.
Hold on, baby. Concert.
You might be right though, because everybody was going in.
Yeah, what he now this nigga apologize. I love when niggas.
Yeah,
do
he
that.
done apologized like twice now.
He gonna have to. He getting dropped, man. You can't say that dumbass shit, man.
You haven't taken too long.
Bruh, it's hard to find, man. He said, ladies, if your pussy smell like water, sorry, ma. To all the women listen, sorry. Put your cell phone lights in up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone light up and keep it real. Now,
Okay.
here's my issue.
He did say that.
Here's my issue. I'm going to tell you two parts. First part is this. The HIV comments, it's distasteful, at least, at the minimum. Like you said, I think everybody agrees with that. Because just because you do have HIV or AIDS don't mean that you can't be productive or be a good person or you can't be a great person in this world. That doesn't... People don't get AIDS because of... It's not because of, something they wanted or deserved or things of that nature. We got to stop that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody goes out and says, hey, I want to transmit or contract this disease. That's one thing.
Right.
Second part. So that was just insensitive and stupid.
Right.
Okay, the second thing about ladies, if whatever, cool.
Yeah.
These girls, they boxes ain't like water, but that's all another subject. We don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. So you get to this third part. So you already hit the one thing that's like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Because you want people to do the scream, right?
If you
So
know
then-
your pussy clean, then scream.
So then you get to the dudes part. Fellas, if you wasn't sucking no D in the parking lot. Okay? I'm not here to argue about if you suck another man, does that automatically make you gay. That don't got nothing to do with me.
According to most women, it does.
According to most women, it does. We always had that argument.
We do.
And sometimes when gay men come on this platform, shout out to all our gay listeners. Shout out to all of our listeners that have been gay that's on here, because clearly we support the camp. And the thing is, when they come on here, they always ask, why do women feel that way? And so that's a whole nother thing. We're not even here to argue that, because we
talked about this so many times.
We've talked about this.
It don't matter.
And it don't matter. So, but when you say that, in your first 2 sentences ago, you was talking about HIV, then it just seems like a whole rant. Now, I'm going to be fair. I don't think bruh meant to say, I don't think he meant none of this in a homophobic way.
Yeah, I don't believe that as well.
But it don't even matter. Because sometimes when you put your foot in your mouth and you talking too much, you say some shit. Me and Key have had this conversation. I know we keep talking about this on this pod. There's going to be a day when me and her say too much, and we're going to have to come back the next day and clean it up.
Yeah, I'll be trying to be mindful.
Yeah, because what happens is you do so much talking, and sometimes you forget what the fuck you're talking about. Clearly here, we say squirrel a lot. We forget what the fuck we're actually here to talk about. And so we just started talking. So now we had these situations. So with the baby, you saying these comments, and they're just insensitive and stupid. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Chris Brown. I love bruh's response. Bruh said, yo, shut the fuck up, get on stage, sing your songs, thank everybody, go the fuck home. To me, that was so real, because sometimes these artists, and I've been to concerts where artists are just doing too much. It's like, all right, bro, go to the next fucking song. That's why I'm scared to go back to another Kanye concert, because if he get up there doing that rant and shit, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't want to pick the show that Kanye does the rant. I don't. That ain't what I'm here for. Now on the flip side, this is free speech. Sucks to say, this is free speech. The baby got the right to say whatever he want to. He got a right. I knew he was gonna die. He got the right to say what he want to. He got the right to say, yo, this is actually how I feel. He got the right to say, yo, I said that and what? But all your sponsors got the right to say, nah, bruh, you don't.
Just like little boohoo men. Somebody said, who the fuck cares about boohoo men? That shit trash anyway. I was like, y'all crazy. Y'all missing the whole point of what they was trying to do. But Gavin set me up for my camera to die. And, you know, he was trying to be selfish. So he's the only one on camera. But you know what? It's all good.
You back on camera now?
No, I ain't.
Oh, yeah. I only did the other side. Don't worry about it.
I can't see.
Fuck. We're almost done. You'll be fine. Next thing.
But anyway, wait. I got something to say.
Okay,
because, and I'm not trying to offend anybody in the LGBTQ.
Oh, gosh, here we go. Cancel right now. Go
I
ahead.
mean, no PQ, but sorry.
See? That's the cancellation right there.
But I do feel like people that are some people that are part of that community are very sensitive when like the slightest comment, and I'm not even just referring to the baby. Mm-hmm. But like I feel like anytime somebody makes a comment about them or transgender or da-da-da-da, like it is blown so far out of the park where it's like, dang, you just can't say nothing.
Well, unfortunately, no matter what community we talk about, there's somebody that's not a part of that community that feels the same way you do. Men feel all the time that women are overly sensitive. Women feel like, yo, this dude is doing too much. Bro, you are super sensitive. White people feel like black people are too sensitive about certain stuff. We feel like they too sensitive about stuff. We feel like, you know, Hispanic people it happens all the time. So it is one of those things. And I understand, but you're just not a part of it. Like, that's just the way the land go.
I guess, but I just feel like we talk about more LGBTQ stuff than like, it's like all the time it's something that's blasted in the media when somebody makes a comment or something about that community. Absolutely.
And that's why before Pride Month started, that's why I came on this platform, because I do know we have people that's a part of that. And a lot of people that listen, and they're going to listen for this part. But that's why I do feel like I had to get up here and say, yo, you know, all love ain't real love. All love ain't good love. Because
when people is trying to,
because people will pander to their community.
Yeah.
I believe their community is pandered to more than our community.
as far as black.
These people know how to pander for black folks. You know what I'm saying? But they pander more to the LGBTQ plus community than anything. And that's why I said that, because the media does have an agenda. It's hot right now.
Yeah.
It's been hot since, for the last, almost 15 years. It's been like the hot thing. But before that, pandering to the hip hop community was dope. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's coming next. Do I think people might start pandering to the Asian community soon? Absolutely. But it's not there yet, But pandering, I look at now, I laugh when, especially photography companies, when they go out their way, they say, hey, we have a photographer here, and everybody, they get 10 photographers together, all of them are white males, and the one person they pick one queer black woman. And they like, oh, we hit all demographics. We got their community, we got the black community. We have the LGBTQ plus community, we have the black community, we have white, we have males, we have they feel like, they do that all the time. So I'm not surprised there. I tell people all the time, if a gay black man gets beat up in the streets, they're not going to say a black man got beat up in the streets. They're going to make sure they say a gay man was beat up in the streets. We're not going to know that he's black until after the fact. You know what I'm saying? But it is a lot of pandering going on. But that's something their community, I hope they, that's something they got to figure out. Yeah. It's tough. And I know a lot of people are probably listening like, why can't you help us figure it out? I can't fight that battle because I don't know what you're going through. So I just follow y'all lead. But right now, pandering seems to be cool. Yeah. And sometimes we allow ourselves to be pandered to when we just want somebody, when we're looking for any type of a lifeline. So it's one of those things. Kanye West Donda event. What you got to say about that? The album didn't come, so fuck that.
You said it's not coming?
It ain't. It's coming like the first week of August. The baby shower will be over by the time we get this album.
The baby shower better be over by the time.
Better be. Come on now.
Kanye had an event, Spare the Moment event, was it?
Yeah, well,
it was real random.
Yeah, they promoted it like 3 or 4 days before.
That's spare the fucking moment, bro.
What's funny is that allegedly he's still living there. Fuck that camera. Fuck me. Oh, I definitely didn't check the meter to see.
I think it was just out of time.
Yeah, it was.
That's your guy.
It is my guy. So now I ain't on camera for those who do not know.
Why he invite you?
Man, I wish I could have went, man. But this nigga had a stocking cap over his whole face. So in my mind, I'm about to say, make sure we don't need another memory card. Yup. Do we? Never mind. We good.
Calm down, Chuck.
Sorry, y'all. We're punching back in. So now we're talking about Kanye West. Kanye West magically had an event, and
so what is this? This a new album coming?
Donda is coming. Y'all can't hear Key on mic.
Sorry.
Donda, Kanye West album is coming. It's called Donda. It's about I don't know what it's about. We don't know much about it, but it's named after his late mother. I'm super excited because we've been hearing about Donda for at least like 5 years that it's, he wants to make that album. I'm super excited to hear. I don't believe the bullshit that he's living in Mercedes-Benz Stadium for $1 million a day. I don't believe that shit.
So do you feel Kanye is on the verge of coming back to his old self?
No, I don't think. I don't think rappers ever go back to their old self.
And that,
like the old rapping style, the old messages. I don't never believe that. Just because they go, these people really get in places that's very hard to believe. Kanye is a part of that 1/10%.
Yeah.
In salary. Like he's in a stratosphere that you might not never meet that many people in your life that's going to make the amount of money he's making. So he experiences things that they say he's living in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Right now, if I told you, Key, figure out what it'd take for me to live there, you wouldn't even know the first fucking person to call. You gonna call the stadium customer service line. His people don't do that.
I'm just gonna tell you, there's no fucking way, Gavin. We're not even gonna try to call.
That's how much money he has. Some of y'all out there right now, if I say, yo, figure out how you could stay in the football stadium in your city, you're gonna call the 1-800 number to the fucking stadium and ask to speak to somebody in customer service.
Hell, even in Charlotte, I'm like, who we gonna call for the Panther Stadium
to stay there for a day? You're not gonna know who.
Bank
to
of
call.
America.
Exactly. Y'all don't know who to fucking call. That just shows the type of money. But I don't think he's ever going back. One thing I gotta give it up, man. This dude has not talked crazy about his wife yet. His
and he
ex-wife.
been real low key.
And I respect it. I'm happy.
Yeah.
That leads me to be happy. But he has been for a while. And look, if he's back to what we think he is, that means that brother was crying out for help all them years when he was like, yo, if they try to get me diagnosed with this, y'all know what's up with these doctors.
Cause he been like real chill, real quiet, out the way. He sound like he back in the studio, getting his stuff together.
He back in Mercedes Benz trying to make a studio. I saw Chew Chains in the fucking locker room. I'm like, what these niggas gonna do when OTAs start next week? These niggas up out of here. Clubhouse no longer invite only. Key, do you care?
No, I keep getting somebody that I follow keeps getting on Clubhouse. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like nobody gets. I don't even know.
Oh, I'm about to say, was it? Beep.
I don't know. Some random person. I don't know. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
Bro, nobody don't care about Clubhouse.
Nobody gets on there anymore.
Nobody
like,
gives a fuck. Clubhouse fucked up when they stopped being exclusive and when they couldn't limit on who is actually an expert. I know a lot of times Clubhouse would have did better if they would have made it more of a LinkedIn type thing where people can up if you're an expert within a certain field. So we know that a guy saying, hey, I'm a doctor. We don't think that he's the homeboy, the black boy that was a doctor who's doing breast exams and shit. Like, we needed that. But we had random niggas saying, oh, I'm a doctor. We don't know if they're a fucking doctor, but that's that thing.
Anyway, so apparently there's a drought in Dubai
Yeah, I saw that shit.
and they made it rain.
Rain on me.
I seen a couple comments saying, interesting how they can do that in Dubai, yet California has so many fires every fucking year. What is going on?
Bruh. This whole shit about that whole shit blew my mind. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was looking at that like, y'all guys.
It makes me question other shit that they might have done.
Like what? Create this virus? Well, we know they did that. They actually said it. They said this shit was created
In the lab, yeah. I was talking about like as far as like weather.
You wasn't going that deep.
Wise, yeah. You went deep there, but you went deep there, Bucko.
Y'all know how it is, man. Anyway, what you got going on this weekend? I think I know, but go ahead.
I think Gavin's having a baby shower.
Whoa. Reckon on the P. Oh God. 18